We're back.
Back again.
It is Thursday, and we are back with our, I guess, prediction episode, or what do we call this, guys?
Review and prediction.
Review prediction.
Review and prediction. I guess because Champions League, Champions League did happen.
Review,
So
yeah.
second batch of Champions League matchups happened yesterday. So I guess this is our review and predictions for the weekend.
I mean, we really
come
don't have
up.
to talk about Champions League. I mean, the best team in the world is not in it, and they're not even in the European competition.
You know what it is? We're so You know what? That's how dedicated and focused that Arsenal are to the Premier League. That we don't want to waste our time with Europe.
Yeah.
Like all these other clubs, they're so like they're not focused on what's really important with the Premier League.
You know what it is?
What is it?
It's because this year there's gonna be 3 competitions, so we're like, that's too much, man. Like, why focus on? We used to focus on 2, now 3. Fuck that, bro. Let's take a break.
My favorite part of all this, and unfortunately the listeners can enjoy what I'm about to say right now, is that Marco is saying all this as he's wearing Real Madrid jersey on. Yep. So yeah. Damn, I guess you're embarrassed to be an Arsenal fan. So you just gotta hit it. Oh, it hurts not to be in Europe, but we'll go over it anyway. So I mean, look, Nick's team is in Europe, so we have to ride the bench with him and talk about Liverpool as much as it pains us. Even though the smug is not here, so it doesn't hurt that much, because before it'd be just unbearable.
Yeah. And plus, he's a downer on his own
team. Was
it
really that bad?
Dude, it's like everything was godly. Like, I mean, he wore Les Smug glasses. His name was Les Smug for a reason. Everything was I'm telling you, man. But, I mean, I do miss him on here because he's fun to have.
Yeah, of course. But why didn't we start the podcast when Liverpool was down so that he couldn't be the Smug? But we decided to do it when Liverpool actually was doing something for the league.
Well, like Liz said the other episode, at some point, big clubs get it right.
Yeah, that's true.
Liverpool got it right, and then the timing just happened to be, now. And
thank you, Coutinho and Spurs.
That Coutinho money. But before we get into these Champions League games and this weekend's matchups, let's kick it off with the usual intros. Like my name is Eric, the instigator.
My name is Nico,
the pessimist. I don't know what did we say last time?
We'll do the pessimist for now. The downer or the empty.
No, but he's not really a downer. He's just
not only on his team.
Not even
I'm
sometimes.
50-50.
Sometimes,
okay.
Yeah.
Nico the 50-50.
The neutral?
The neutral?
Huh?
Neutral? No. You can't give yourself a nickname. It has to be given upon you.
It has to be given to you.
And then Marco the interrupter. Sorry,
I'm not the instigator. Sorry.
Sometimes. And Marco the interrupter. Let's give our socials. Marco, want to give our socials?
You can find me at. I'm kidding. I'm not the smug. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter by searching Benchwarmers FC1.
Follow us and give us subscribe to us. Hit the notification bell on YouTube, Benchwarmers FC TV. We really appreciate all the comments and everything on there. That way we can continue sharing your thoughts as well. And Nick, what are our podcasts?
You can find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify at Benchwarmers FC.
I'm pretty sure we have a lot more, honestly. I just don't know the names of them.
I mean,
and
we also have, I should have mentioned it, TikTok, Benchwarmers FC1.
Oh, yeah, Benchwarmers FC1 on TikTok. And
email, benchwarmersfc.com.
Jeez, we have so many things. And one more
Twitch, Benchwarmers FC.
We'll put it in the description. We'll put it in the description. The thing is that what we ask from you guys is just please share us and share your thoughts with us because we want you to be a part of the
Tinder.
So first game that we should probably start talking about before we go anywhere else off the rails here is the Borussia Besiktas game.
We're starting out with the big game.
The big, I mean, it is a big. I mean, wait, why are you saying that?
The situation.
What's the situation right now?
The whole Messi situation, not performing and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I said Borussia Besiktas.
Oh, that's what you said. Oh, my bad. I heard Bruges. I heard Bruges PSG.
No, I heard Borussia.
I heard Bruges. My bad. No, that's an interrupter.
I was looking. I'm like looking at. Did I miss something really big that I'm embarrassed not to say out loud? So let me scroll up.
That one's on me.
Okay. Where was I again?
Borussia.
Yes, Borussia. My biggest thing is, well, actually, two big things is physically, our Haaland and Bellingham apparently are gonna completely take over the world, in my opinion, in the near future.
Dude, they are the two of the maybe top 10. Well, Haaland is definitely top 2 youngster in the world, along with Mbappe, in my opinion. But Bellingham is he's reaching that top 5, top 6, just because there's no other profile at his age in Europe when I think about he's a box to box, he's defensively sound, and he can ping the ball, and he can attack the box like Lampard. Like
How tall is he? Do you know?
I want to say 6 foot 5'11". So when you look at his build, he's just like the perfect midfielder for any club, and any club
He's
will get.
stocky too. Like
Yeah,
he's not small. Like he
and he looks like he looks like he's got a good head on his shoulders. So
Bellingham.
Bellingham.
And the city came up.
Oh, from the city. but on him, man, he's just I wish so much to have him at my club, but
Well,
man,
he's the one that is linked to Liverpool.
yeah,
already,
he is.
right?
So we'll see where he goes. But whoever does get him, they're getting one of the best midfielders in the world already, regardless of his age, in my opinion.
And also, regardless of his age, Haaland. I mean, where would you guys rank him? And let's say in the world, like
as a player,
without age aside, how high would you rate this guy? I mean, stats speak for themselves. Yeah, he hasn't won anything major. It's because he's still kind of like new to the scene, I guess you could say. But his numbers don't lie. His goals and I would have the international
as
numbers.
Striker, I think he's top 5 without a doubt.
Well, I mean, he's
even top 3, because I mean, right now, who are top strikers like actual
Lewandowski.
My top 5, I think, is, for my opinion, it says Lewandowski, Benzema, Haaland, Lukaku, and
Ronaldo.
I'm
He's
blanking.
a
Kane.
converted striker, so I wouldn't count him in there.
Lukaku, Benzema, Haaland, Kane, and Haaland. Or
No, you just said it before.
Yeah, Benz, Lewandowski, Haaland, Lukaku, and Kane.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, I agree. I would agree. And then he is the youngest of them all.
Yeah, but exactly.
There's a gap too.
There's
like
a huge gap,
8-9 year gap.
So we're pretty much looking at the next big thing that's going to be carrying, like, he's going to be like I would say the next Ronaldo, Messi, in just the aspect that he's going to be the only one that's really going to be like, holy shit.
He can be like, in my opinion, I think he can be top 2, top 3 best goal scorers of all time.
100%,
without a doubt.
His profile, his build, his everything about him, his composure. He's like Ibra, but just faster, more agile. Just it's insane to me. This guy is gonna be
as long as he doesn't follow Ibra's steps and doesn't go to every other club in the world. Because
even if he wins, that's different.
Yeah, Ibra did win, but he never won that
Champions
one
League
thing that he always wanted.
Yeah,
but he would leave, and the club would win in the next year. Which
but if Haaland wins it with every club he goes to, that'd be
I also think that wherever club he goes to, it's gonna be a finished article and a finished product. Just waiting for him to just waiting for him to drop in.
And you say that, and he's still not the finished article though. Like, he's still learning, he's still developing, he's still growing as a player.
He's still maturing. He's not raw, but like in some aspects of his game, he is kind of raw.
Yeah.
Which, and for that kind of player, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy to see how like his base is like non-existent. Like, his base is crazy high, meaning that his ceiling is going to be insane. How good he's going to be. Even though he's already insane. That's how. I'm excited to see where he goes. Where do you guys think he's going to end up going after Borussia? And then we'll go to the next game.
Real Madrid.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like if he is not picked up by Real Madrid, he's going to end up like at Man United.
So just to kind of piggyback off of what you guys are saying right now, I think La Liga president said Real Madrid have enough money to buy Mbappe and Haaland if they want next summer. So.
They do.
Looks like we're gonna have another Galacticos situation happening again, but this one may be actually fun to watch.
Win something too.
Yeah, for real. Sporting lost to Ajax 5-1.
Haller.
Yeah.
From West Ham.
Yeah.
He scored 4 goals. Yeah.
And keep in mind, last year he didn't play because they didn't register him on time or something like that, or they fucked up the paperwork or something.
Yes.
Where they completely shanked at the bed, but yeah, he had a bracelet, right? I mean, yesterday.
4 goals.
Yeah. Oh, 4 goals. That's right. Yeah. Sheriff lost Shakhtar 2-0. You guys watch the game? Anything interesting about that?
No. Nothing at all.
Okay, good. Inter and Real Madrid.
That one I watched 75% of the game, and as always, and I will say this throughout the whole year, Real Madrid has a very, very good offensive team, but lacking tremendously in defensive.
Okay.
Even though we did walk away with the bare minimum, which is 1-0, you can see the struggle in the defense, and Courtois did have to save us multiple times. But the new hire, the new kid, came in clutch.
Camavinga.
Camavinga came in clutch
Already, man.
He was good.
with an assist.
Dude.
At the end, he played. I mean, approximately like 20 minutes. I think
But
it's
he already had
twice
a
he's
goal.
done it. He's done
He
it. He's
already
done
had a
it.
goal.
Yeah, he had a goal on the weekend and an
Yeah.
assist this week. Camavinga to Rodrigo, and Rodrigo all he had to do was kind of tap it in and a goal, man. And the kid looks good. It looks solid.
Camavinga,
And I'm excited for this kid to play.
Yeah. If you haven't actually, have you read up on Camavinga at all or no?
Yes, I know about the way he in what positions he plays and what kind of player he is, but I haven't watched much games of him at Gen. So
The only reason why I watched his highlights, and well, I mean, of course, highlights only show the good things and the bad things, but I watched a lot of his videos because he was linked to Arsenal for a while. So Arsenal fans go crazy and they just start fucking, oh, welcome to Arsenal, and then a fucking 1,000 videos later, and then,
Madison and
and then
Benzema.
you get people like me fucking watching those videos, and then that's how I learned about this player Camavinga, and he is somebody you should definitely look at. He's kind of like, I would say, he reminds me like I'm trying a very defensive Pogba, like not Vieira, but he's just good, man. He's just solid. He's very very attackive as well, and the way that he just fucking meshed so quick with the team is pretty crazy already.
I'm surprised that he's only been on the squad for almost a week.
And
he's had he hasn't had starts, but he has joined he's been part of the game for 2 different games, and he's scored a goal and an assist in 2 games. I mean, the kid is phenomenal, and I'm glad that they're giving him the chance.
How old is
important. 18.
18 years old.
Wow.
18 years old, dude.
They have a Real Madrid has a very, very bright future with the midfield with Valverde, Camavinga, and Casemiro, because Casemiro is still pretty young.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He's been there forever.
I feel like he has, but he's what, 26, 27?
29.
He's 29?
I looked it up the other day.
Yeah,
Shit, I thought he was younger.
He's in his prime right now.
Yeah. So he still has another fucking 3-4 years.
And DMs, they played a little bit more longer.
Yeah.
Center mids or
perfect
forwards.
time for Modric is on his way out. Kroos is on his way out. So they're just bringing these kids in, and it's working.
If they add Mbappe and Haaland to that mix,
Ooh.
man, that's gonna be one scary team.
And Vinicius is finally finding the goal,
and he's looking like a leader too out there. Honestly,
finally.
Mario, question about Madrid's a lineup going into this season. So is Mendy gonna start when he's fit?
I want to say yes. I think Mendy is over.
If he does
Marcelo.
start, is Alaba moved to left center back or yeah?
Alaba was brought to be a left center back. Yes.
How do you feel about Alaba left center back?
I don't mind him. I feel like sometimes Alaba gets lost up top, and he doesn't come back, and that's one of our issues. Alaba, they give him the freedom, and he's not the one. Alaba is not a left back that runs on the side. He's one that cuts in and plays in the middle, and I feel like sometimes he gets too hyped up because they're allowing him to do this, that he kind of forgets that he has to come back. And that it hasn't really bitten us in the ass yet, but I'm starting to see it. So sometimes I feel like you have to bring him in a little bit.
I agree with you that that could be a big issue for Real Madrid, but the difference between Alaba and Marcelo is the guy next to them. You don't have Ramos and Varane anymore.
No. You have Nacho and Militao. And if I had to choose either one, I'll always choose Nacho.
Yeah, correct. But Ramos and Varane were the ones always cleaning up they were there to clean up shop. Mm-hmm. Nobody got past them. So Marcelo, he had the same freedom that Alaba had.
Yes, yeah. Marcelo was more of an attacking the defender. That is true.
And yeah, exactly. And the only difference is that now you don't have that reinforcements behind him anymore. So what's gonna happen when Alaba goes in the middle? Is Mendy gonna have that same freedom on his side?
I mean,
because
right
Alaba
now,
should be that player.
Believe it or not, right now they're actually playing Alaba as a center back. Gutierrez is the one that's playing as a left back, the Canterano, the number 35.
I heard good things about him.
Yeah, he's been good.
Yeah?
Randomly they put him on the spot, and he's been playing well. He even, I believe he still gives Alaba that chance to go up, and then he'll kind of cover that center back position if he needs to. But he still does the job, and I like it. He's an 18, 19-year-old kid that is getting the chance to take advantage of it.
We should take a look at Real Madrid I'd say Liverpool too. You guys invested in a lot of young players as well with Harvey Elliott, who unfortunately got hurt. Trent's still super young. Who's that guy that on left back you guys signed?
Simikas, Curtis Jones, a couple
Yeah,
players.
you got like look at these teams that having young players. They're building for the future. So
I mean, we have a lot of canteranos that still play for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So we've kept them, and it's working out right now. And I'm hoping that what they focus on is mid and up. And yes, they have to bring that powerhouse in the middle as a center back, but we'll deal with it and just learn how to defend a little bit better.
Do you think? And with this last question, then we'll move on. Real Madrid's squad this year has enough to push for not La Liga, because I think they do have the chance for La Liga.
Yeah, La Liga is definitely.
But
Champions League. Yes, I think that we can get to at least quarter, if not semis, as long as, and this is a big thing even for me to say, as long as Bale is healthy.
Ooh,
I rate Bale so much. He's so good.
Dude, thank you. Bale's.
That's why I said it's big for me to say. Yeah, it's big for me to say. So as long as, and he's already injured.
Yeah.
He's already injured. So as long as Bale is healthy, I believe, because bro, look, I don't count as much as like you want to. I don't count Hazard getting the team right now, because for me, Vinicius has Hazard, like Hazard who. Vinicius, he's not playing. He's injured, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Vinicius is definitely the left wing, right? And I saw him play Hazard like a week or so ago, and he was playing on the right as a right winger, which I'm like, the fuck is going on? But I mean, look, is for me again, if Bale is good, then I think we'll be okay. And as long as Benzema can keep on scoring, bro.
Yeah.
Because that motherfucker at 33,
he's still doing it.
He's doing his job, bro.
Yeah.
And he's carrying the team. And he's basically our captain now.
Yeah.
Marcelo's not going to be playing that much this season. So
yeah.
Best striker in the world for me.
As of right now?
Yeah, for me, always Benzema.
Crazy, bro.
I know I said I want to move on. We'll move on. Screw it.
Yeah, leave it for another day.
Yeah, leave it for another day. All right. So next one we have is Man City versus Leipzig. This one, I caught a lot of it because it wasn't gonna kept getting aired a lot, and I just felt bad for Leipzig because every time they got that goal just to get one more behind.
Yeah, it felt like they took 2 steps forward. No, 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Yeah, every single time because they just get that goal, they get amped up, and then Man City come back with another goal and 2 goals on again. I'm like, oh man, it happened twice back to back, and it just hurt to see Jesse Marsch, who's American coach. He did his thing at Red Bulls, did his thing at Salzburg. Now he's doing his thing at Leipzig. It's the Red Bull, organization. Yeah. So it's pretty awesome that they do that.
The RBs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that they do that. It sucks to see that happen for him, but
I mean, yes, it does suck, but it also teaches not only the team but him how to play the game better, what tactics to use for a team like Man City. And he was able to score, and that's what they should walk away from. Yeah, that's what they should walk away from, because Man City is such a different type of team that you don't play. Yeah. You don't play in
the Pep team. It's like, Pep teams are unique.
You don't often play. So I mean, and it was what, their first game?
Yeah.
In Champions League. So I mean,
not like what do you mean?
I mean, their first game this season in Champions League. So walking away with what, 5-3, should be happy.
6-3.
6-3.
But I do want to say it literally just came into my mind. Playing like these clubs that are like squad wise, that are below, like the likes of City, Chelsea, PSG, all the top teams. I think you have to get so lucky to beat them, because against these top teams, if you try to play football in a way where you're going to attack them and you're going to actually try to score goals and get your players forward, you have to get so lucky in order to get the result you want. Because we saw, although Leipzig scored 3 goals, and credit to Nkunku, I saw that third goal that he scored on his righty to the left. That was a great goal. But when you see teams open their team up and try to attack these top teams, you have to get so lucky to get the result, because if not, that team's you're gonna get like 5 goals shipped, and we saw that this game.
It's funny you say that you have to get it so lucky, because and this is like nothing related to Champions League or Premier League, but I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day, and he asked, "Oh, do you like football?" I'm like, I'll watch American football sometimes, but no, I like football. And he's like, oh, you read soccer, whatever. But yeah, so we were talking about, he's like, yeah, man, I can never get into that. It's so It's so boring. I'm like, and sometimes it ends like 0-0 or like 1-0. It's like so tactical. I'm like, oh, the fact that he said that is so tactical. I'm like, yeah, it is very tactical. So you get the way I like teams like Chelsea set up Tuchel, how just so defensively fucking sound is just how much training goes into these players like Man City, like Chelsea. Like it's insane.
A lot of it has to be muscle memory.
It's
too.
muscle memory.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what it is. But how repetition.
It's
How much
repetition.
do they do this?
It's repetition
It's
plus
crazy.
a little bit of knowledge of who you're facing, because you can repeat so many things, but that player, that extra player, can bring a little bit something that you
every
have to
player is
adjust to.
different. The profile they have,
So-
it's I love it, man. I love it. But
So like
it doesn't
throwing
matter.
an
You
egg.
can have it doesn't. And the beautiful thing about football, it doesn't matter. Like you can have like the best tactics. You can have even the best players, like PSG.
I like that segue. You can have the quote unquote GOAT.
So, Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar got to finally appear together. Eminem, we got to see it. See it do absolutely nothing. What are you good for? Absolutely nothing. That was fucking Eminem right now. But I don't wanna
shit on their parade. So
yeah, I don't want listen.
You're not.
I'm not. I'm Ronaldo's. But look, I'm gonna say here. I want it to be recorded. I want it to be everybody's listening, watching.
I think this is specifically for Diego.
No. I put in the chat. It's not personal. It's not personal. I hated him back then, and he returned back to his former club. Messi's the GOAT. Ronaldo I was blinded by what at the time was my passion for Real Madrid. So I didn't want to accept that Messi could be the greatest of all time. But when you see the light, as Nico puts it, there's only one Messi. And now when I was back in United, that thing that was fogging my sight is gone now. And I'm like, yeah, no, Ronaldo go.
I think that fog will come back once they both retire.
No.
So
I have a feeling.
let me
As
put
long
my
as he's there,
let me put my
United.
share on this, because before I didn't like Messi and I always liked Ronaldo, and I kind of clowned Messi every time he would do bad. And then I kind of transitioned into this phase like, all right, let me just enjoy these two because they're the greatest footballers, in my opinion, two greatest footballers of all time. And then I mentioned in the chat, it was like, I see every person I see either has one side and then they kind of don't acknowledge the other side. So I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna choose a side. And I was just like, damn, what this guy does with the football and like his other things he does is just like, I don't think can ever be replicated in any terms of any other sport.
Like
in my
Ronaldo,
opinion.
I think is already being replicated in Haaland, for example.
Like I don't
Like,
see
he's
I'm
not saying he's the type of player, but like Haaland can break all these records that Ronaldo broke, and then what does that mean about Ronaldo? Can he do what Messi does? Can Haaland do what Messi does? Can anybody do what Messi does?
I don't think there's a player in the world that has the same ability that Messi had. I don't know. It's just, for me, just the greatest footballer of all time. Marco, who's your GOAT?
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
I mean,
That's
I
fair.
already gave you what my GOAT is, and y'all laughed at me, and it's okay. Look,
This is completely off the topic.
No.
This is
There's a
I was
reason
just
for
trying
it.
to get to the point that I hate Ronaldo again because he's back in United.
No, look,
and it's not personal to anybody. And United fans, it's just United in general.
I have to make something very, very, very.
That was my
very,
point, and this went completely off the rails right now.
Yeah. So this is my point, and I'm Diego knows this, and I'm very, very clear about it. I've never been the Ronaldo's fan.
Say that again?
I have never been Ronaldo's fan, and I've said it multiple times.
Cristiano
Ronaldo. Yeah. I've never been Ronaldo's fan. I didn't.
He hates Real Madrid's best players in Bale, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's a Real Madrid thing.
It's a Real Madrid thing. It's a hatred. It's a fan thing. You know,
narcissist thing.
But I don't take away what he's accomplished and what kind of player he is. I also don't discredit Messi and what he's done. Of course, I love to clown him because he was a Barcelona player, and it's easy, and you're taught to clown anybody that's a Barcelona. But even though you're taught that, I will also always give credit to where credit's due. And Messi does deserve the quote-unquote GOAT status, but I'm not taking that away from Ronaldo either. To me, they're two different players because they're two different styles of play. One is a very natural type of player, natural ability, and one is a very hard-working player that tried his best for a very long time and learned his craft. Messi was kind of like he was born with it. Ronaldo learned it. So to me, they're two different types of players. I will put them on both on a pedestal side by side. I won't say who is better than the other. I think we were lucky that we were able to see them both play at the same time.
So now that that's finally over with, that was never supposed to be a part of the conversation. I was just letting my point across now that I switched sides. So thanks for.
I had to be an interrupter. I had to
Me
give
too.
my point of view.
Yeah.
See the light.
But you didn't say anything about like really what went down in this game.
Yeah, because I was trying to get to the damn point, but you guys just
should have
went
never
that
let me
way.
talk. You should have never let me
I
talk.
tried interrupting you, but you took over again.
You never
I spoke over
You
him for
said-
a reason.
You said,
and
all
then
right, go ahead.
he
So
goes again.
now I go ahead.
I spoke over him for a reason.
Eric,
You
go
have
ahead,
the floor.
Eric, come on.
Oh
Eric, come
my
on.
You're
Eric,
wasting
go ahead, go
time,
ahead.
bro.
Just go, Marco. I forgot where we were at. Honestly.
PSG
What?
game.
We were about to start talking about PSG.
we were just gonna talk about it. I was trying. We should have been done by now.
You keep on bringing some other stuff up.
Oh my god.
Continue.
Let me just catch your breath real quick.
Nico?
On the PSG game?
Yes.
From the parts that I saw and the parts that I've heard, I did hear that the game was very like on PSG side, it was very loose in terms of they couldn't keep the ball. And at times when they did keep the ball, they never actually did anything with it and passed it forward. Why now them? But
My man takes a jab whenever he can, bro.
on that, I think Pochettino is also like very like ignorant and stubborn in his way because they have to implement a 3 at the back system because when you have a player like Hakimi and Nuno Mensch,
Oh, you have to push him wing back.
Hakimi, Nuno Mensch at wing back, Ramos, Kimpembe, and Marquinhos at the back.
Oh, nobody's getting past that.
I mean, come on, Chelsea. You know, what I mean, we see 3 at the back, but on the front 3 with Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. I just feel it's one game. Like there's no really.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah,
I mean?
the sample size is so small, but people are just taking.
It's too easy to clown because
It's too
of
easy,
status.
of
Because of
course.
status.
I mean, look, look at the team. It's the Galacticos. This is the Galacticos right now. What we're looking at.
Pretty much.
All
I
right.
did see a stat that MSN's first game, Messi, Suarez, Neymar at the Camp Nou was a 3-1 loss. Their first game. So I mean, look at that. In my opinion, it's the best front 3 of all time. So yeah.
Damn. All right. So history can repeat itself. We'll see. Everybody was laughing now. We'll see who laughs later. And let's take it over to your team, Nick. You guys had a solid victory, which was kind of shaky to begin with. You get a little bit nervous, a little bit of Istanbul vibes. Walk us through it. How'd you enjoy the game?
Well, to start off, as a result, I mean, it's an Anfield classic in my opinion. Liverpool, Milan, 2 European club giants and European royalty with 13 combined Champions Leagues. But on the game, those first 20 minutes, in my opinion, was like some of the best pressing I've ever seen under Klopp. It's just the way like AC Milan just couldn't handle it. And like, remember when I mentioned about teams trying to play open and actually trying to play up? They actually tried, and they just got swallowed by the press.
Yeah.
20 minutes, scored. Trent scores, solid pass to
yeah.
Trent. Gets deflected, and then from there, the pressure kept going until it was like a dodgy penalty, in my opinion. I think maybe 50-50. I wouldn't really care if it went the other way, but Salah missed a pen, his first pen miss since 2017 against Huddersfield. And then after that, it was just like, I feel like something got into the players' heads where it's like, all right, we're completely dominating this game.
Turn off.
Not turn off, but it's just like in ways, just sloppy passes, sloppy positioning, sloppy, especially defensive position on that first goal. I thought Matip kind of got sucked into the player that was outside. I think it was number 5-6. But I just, like I said, it just something went wrong with the players' heads, and it was like, all right, in like a minute, 2 goals passed. I was pretty confident going into halftime that they would come back, just because under Liverpool and especially these past couple of years, their comebacks, especially in Champions League and in Premier League, their comebacks have been pretty well after losing at halftime. So going into halftime, I wasn't really like worried that I thought we would at least get a draw, but looking at the overall game, it was just a fun game. Like either way, like obviously I probably would have preferred like a 2-0, 1-0, but it's a 3-2 like at Anfield. It was a great game to watch, in my opinion.
He has a neutral. That's a perfect game to watch. Is probably as a neutral as well. It was just very open as well. The pressing you said was phenomenal, and it's classic Liverpool game. You know, fucking just scrapping out wins at Anfield and making a joy out of it too.
Like Nandinho said, it was nice to see Milan back in Champions League.
It was actually, yeah, it was. It was nice seeing that. So, yeah. Atletico Porto tied 0-0, but there was a last minute goal on for Porto. Like at the very last minute, they even lined back up and everything, and then VAR made an appearance. Ugly VAR called it a handball, which it was a handball.
It was a proper call.
Proper call. So,
but still ugly to see.
Excuse me, that came out of nowhere. That wraps Champions League first matchups. Europa. Who cares about Europa? Let's go to the Premier League.
What about the other one? What's the other one called?
Oh,
the Conference League. I'm not trying to clown, but like, what was the Tottenham result? Because I did see they were losing at one point.
Wait, they played today?
Yes.
Yeah, they played today. I don't even know the name of the other.
And Dembele played pretty well, but I don't know what the result was.
No, it's not even on the One Football app.
Wow,
Football, if you're listening, sponsor us, please. Let's see, Europa.
Oh, they tied 2-2.
They tied in the Europa Conference League?
But you have to also check the lineup.
Lucas Moura and Bergwijn got hurt.
Oh, shit.
They played Chelsea as well. That's
Yeah.
like the two main outlets as well.
They got hurt.
Well, for anybody that plays fantasy, I would highly recommend don't have any Spurs team players in your squad. I actually got rid of Son. I don't know if you're going to be playing or not, but against this game, fuck it. Why have him?
Oh, they play against Rennes. That's not a bad team.
No, it's not.
I was thinking something like
No.
I thought they had a team in the group that had like a train station that goes around the stadium.
That was a meme. I think it was a meme. Or, yeah.
Oh, that wasn't real.
It might have been a real game, but I don't think it was in the group stage that they have now.
Oh man!
But I did see that it was like some meme of if Sissoko hits his ball,
Yeah.
it's gonna hit somebody.
But all right, so yeah, that's what you have for European action. So let's get into the weekend matchup, and we'll call it a wrap after that. The game that kicks off this game week is gonna be Leeds and Newcastle. I think Newcastle's at home, right? Yeah, Newcastle's at home. 3:00 kickoff. Who do you guys? How do you see this result going? I'm the only thing I'm really looking out for this game is to see how Joe Willock does. He had a good spell last season with the loan out he had, and it looks like it was a smart thing to sell him because he's been kind of bad.
Off. Yeah.
He's been bad.
So yes,
I'm kind of excited to see how he plays, against a team like Leeds, because it's going to be very open game as it always is with Leeds. But do you think this game was gonna favor the home team, or are Leeds gonna walk away with 3 points?
No, I got Leeds 3-0.
Oh shit,
that'd be crazy, but Leeds 2-2.
2-2. I'm going Leeds 3-1 actually. We're not gonna go over every game, but that's the first game, and it's Leeds, and we like talking about Leeds, so
we like Leeds.
It's always fun to watch them play. Wolves Brentford, decent matchup. Burnley Arsenal. This is gonna be a
tough one.
That's gonna be a real test.
That's gonna be
it's not a real test, but I think it's
gonna be a good test.
It's gonna
be. I think Spurs is gonna be the real test for all these young players, but Burnley's gonna be a really good test to see how Ben White, Tomiyasu, and Gabriel and Tierney, how they manage to hold up against those giants that Burnley has, with Wood and what's the other guy's name again?
Ashley Barnes.
Barnes, yes. It's gonna be a physical game, and I want to see how they're gonna be able to manage that. Yeah. I want to see if Lokanga's I want to see who's gonna start this game. That's the biggest thing. I don't want to predict lineup because I just don't know what's gonna happen.
It's too hard to predict lineup.
It's hard to predict. I'm gonna wait till it comes out and then see. We have to see how we line up. I don't know how we're gonna do it because
with that you never know. It's like
I don't know anymore.
Like, it's like watching, not watching, but like expecting the lineup, trying to predict the lineup for Man City. You don't know who's gonna be playing.
Well, I wish we had those players though, but unfortunately
we don't. So but it's kind of like that. Like you don't know what that's thinking.
Yeah.
So you don't know what he's gonna be working with.
I don't know what he's gonna do. I am excited that we have most of our players back and Party may be available for this game. But to Nico's point, this is a huge test for our especially I think our back line. I think Ramsdale is gonna get the start again between the sticks.
I would like that.
I
Why
think,
not? Fuck it.
I think he hasn't put a wrong foot in, so it's his spot to lose. So I'm gonna go Arsenal. I think we're gonna bounce back. 2-0.
Same 2-0.
No. 2-0. I'll give him the clean sheet.
What?
I'll give Arsenal the clean sheet.
We said 2-0 and you're like,
No,
no.
2-0.
I was yawning. I
Obviously, he wasn't paying attention to anything we were saying, so fuck us,
2-0.
right, Nick?
I heard 2-1. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, why would they give it a 1? I was too busy yawning. My bad. Been a long day.
Oh man, love it. Norwich, Watford, relegation battle right there. Man City, Southampton. It's gonna go Man City's right. Any unexpected?
No. 10-0.
Yeah, now that Ings left, the Southampton kind of like just have really nothing going for them, unfortunately. Just James Ward-Prowse, but not even that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Free
Liverpool, Crystal Palace. Do we see a Vieira masterclass, or is he gonna get shot right back down?
I'm interested to see whether he comes to Anfield and tries to play like expansive football, or he's just gonna do like what every team does to every top team.
Down.
Just sit down. So I personally think it's gonna be a tough game. I think Palace have some like decent players. Conor Gallagher.
Well, the way Palace played against Spurs last week,
they tore him apart.
Yeah,
they tore him apart, especially with just like I'm always scared of like Zaha just because of his 1v1 threat, and he's just like, man, I think he can get past any defender in the world.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably not Wan-Bissaka, but just they have like these players like Conor Gallagher, their recent signing in Odsonne Edouard from Celtic.
Yes,
obviously Zaha and Eze.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of like underrated young techie players who can cause trouble, but as a result, I'm gonna go 2-1. I think it's gonna be a close game.
Who's home?
Liverpool. I think Crystal Palace is gonna nick one.
It's gonna be to Nico's point, it's gonna be a battle of the midfields, and I think that's what Vieira football is about. It's gonna be played out in the midfield, and to Nico's point, the players he just mentioned, a lot of them like are gonna be midfield and up front. So, yeah, man. Liverpool, Crystal Palace. Nah, man. I want to see you guys lose at home, but I just don't think it's gonna happen right now. I'm gonna give it to you 3-1.
I actually agree with you. That's actually what I was gonna go with.
Let me agree with me. So 2-0. So
me on again. Maybe I'll stop paying attention to you again.
Aston Villa, Everton.
That's a decent game.
That is a decent game. I think that's a low key, under the radar, really really good game to watch. So, Benchwarmers pick of the week or no?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So Benchwarmers pick of the week: Aston Villa, Everton. Keep an eye on that game. We'll watch it. How do you see this result going? Aston Villa are at home. I believe Martinez is back in the sticks, and Buendia should be back as well, if I'm not mistaken. And
I'm gonna go Aston Villa bounce back 1-0.
1-0.
They're gonna like some scrappy goal. Like 68th minute. You heard it here first.
I'm gonna go with the 3-2 Aston Villa.
3-2 Aston Villa's way.
I feel like they have the capability of scoring goals. These teams have good strikers, and I feel like it's just gonna be like one of those top-ins.
2-1. I'm counting on the Mings Howler again.
Oh, the Mings Howler again?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen him make 2 in a row, but he definitely does make some howlers. So.
Those are Saturday's matchups, and then Sunday we have the big one. Is it the only one? I mean, there's other ones I guess we can talk about. West Ham United. No Antonio, which sucks.
No Antonio, yeah.
But Ronaldo is gonna make an appearance again, most likely, and get another goal. So that's more to hate on. I mean, cheer about.
Yeah. If you have fantasy, you should definitely consider having him.
Is there? Didn't West Ham win today in Europa?
Yes, 2-0. Antonio and Declan Rice. They played pretty well. And they played a decent team in Dynamo Zagreb, who beat Tottenham. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With the Orsic guy, who
yeah,
scored like that hat trick. So
that's right. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Good memories. West Ham United. Who do you guys have winning that game? West Ham is at home. No Antonio. That is the big. I guess you could say
very defensive game. This one, at least for West Ham, in my opinion. But I still think United has it. So 2-0.
United's away record is still really good,
Really fucking good.
regardless whether there's fans back in the stadium. So I'm gonna go with 2-1 United.
I'm gonna go 3-1 United. They're gonna get. Yeah, I think West Ham are gonna get a pretty bad one this weekend. But we move on. Brighton, Leicester.
Brian 2-0. No,
Ooh.
2-1.
Brighton 2-1.
Brian 2-1.
Brighton 2-1. Okay.
I'm cashing in on that XG for Brighton.
Okay, that's
A little shocker.
I think I said we did every game. I think we did every game.
What?
I think
Yeah.
we
Like,
did,
you just might as well just do them all.
Fuck,
What, do
we
you
do
have one
predictions,
more?
right?
I think you have like one more anyway.
Yeah, the biggest one.
Fuck it. Let's go a little crazy. Let's do 3-3.
Okay, Marco's just going for he's going for Marco's straight buys, bro. Marco's buys.
He's just going
bro.
with
At this point, I was like, fuck it.
the first two numbers that comes to mind. You just
Yeah.
I'll pick
Yeah,
this to win.
fuck it.
And I have no idea what the results are going to be, honestly, so I'm not even going to predict this. I just don't know why we just kept it through every team right now. That was my fault, guys. But this one we do want to go over, which is briefly
4-0.
for who?
Chelsea.
Damn. So Spurs lose 4-0 at home to Chelsea, and Marco has
Gonna
made
go
his
down
call.
the toilet.
A good matchup. Again, Spurs are at home, but it's Tuchel and Lukaku. I guess my question is here: is Lukaku going to score again this weekend?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with no.
Ooh.
No. But I do think Chelsea win, especially that you mentioned more on Bergwijn. The two main outlets. They're actually the two main outlets. There are only two outlets
His
in that
son's
game.
hurt, right?
He's been off. He hasn't. I think he didn't play last week.
He didn't play last week against Palace. I don't know if he's injured and he's out for this game, but I just don't see without Bergwijn and Lucas. I just don't see how they can penetrate that defense without some runners in behind. So I'm gonna go with another clean sheet, man. 2-0 Chelsea.
I think it's gonna be a nice London spanking for the ones in blue, and I think it's gonna be like a 3-0.
Like one of those like classic, like that you see the other team win against the favorites.
Yeah. Just it's gonna be a hurtful one. For
I feel
Spurs.
like it's gonna be like 3 goals in the first
oh,
half.
wait, are
and,
you
like,
saying
1
Chelsea?
second.
Chelsea win, 3-0.
Oh, because I thought you said spanking for the Blues, like
Like,
as in like Spurs spanking.
No,
okay.
like, in the Blues' favor.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I probably
Spoke.
spoke. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you said 4-0, right?
I already said 4.
That's
No,
it. So
I'm gonna go into more detail. 3 in the first half, 1 in the second. You're welcome.
if Marco, can you tell me the goal scorers?
No, that's too much.
Okay.
I can't see that far in the future.
That's too much. Sorry, that's too much.
Nah, I can't see that far in the future.
Everything else is perfectly fine and reasonable, but that's too much. That's why. Sorry, Marco. You're right. With that being said, that is all we have for today. We appreciate you guys sticking around, and if you did, what's up? Oh yeah, we gotta do that.
The head, but I didn't want to interrupt you. You keep on giving me shit for
Man,
interrupting.
the way he does it, he's like. The way he does it is like he's like
Are
stretching.
you really that ready to go?
At least Nico's like, hey, you got to do this stuff.
I
Like,
didn't want to
yeah,
interrupt
thanks
you
for
this
reminding
time.
me.
I threw the
I thought you were
water
stretching because
bottle.
both your arms were like.
I threw the water bottle just to catch
Am I
your
lying? Am I
attention.
not lying? Jesus, yo. All right, so
I was like this.
yeah, I thought I was like.
I didn't want to interrupt you. My bad.
Nigga, yo, I'm like, okay, that's simple enough.
Yeah. Because I knew you were gonna say what. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, look right there.
I want to say what. I was like, what's up? Like, what
Whatever.
all right, Nick, did you do the challenge to yourself? We'll give you the honors of. Oh yeah, and by the way, this episode is not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor us, like Crocs, we're all wearing Crocs today, and it was not planned; it just happened to be so.
Yep, comfy. This is game or pick who?
This is who.
Oh shit. Okay.
First pick, myself again, Nick.
Damn, Nick. Have you missed one? You missed the first one.
I missed the first one.
Okay.
Second pick, Marco. Nick and Marco.
Throw these things back in here. Yes! Sorry.
Definitely just made somebody go like this. Pull the headphones out. Fuck.
Sorry, I blew your eardrums.
First pick of a game is going to be Manchester City, Southampton.
Oh fuck! I'll split that in half.
Yeah.
Manchester City, Southampton.
I gotta get a garbage can back down here.
All right. I think I messed it up.
What do you do?
So it's Nick versus Marco showdown, and we are gonna see who is gonna be rooting for Southampton, who is gonna be rooting for Man City.
Yeah.
And again, as always, please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Benchwarmers1, and on Instagram where you can actually let us know what the challenge should be. And
Please, not hot sauce.
Please not
again,
hot sauce.
please.
We want something different this time.
This is for Nick.
You picked everything else, so I'll give it to Marco to pick this time.
Oh, okay.
All right. So should I pick for Nick or should I pick for myself?
Pick for whoever you want to pick for.
Nick, who should I pick for? Do you want me to pick for you?
Pick for myself since I drew my name first.
All right. I think this is one.
Yep.
Right.
You got it. So Nick is rooting for. Drum roll, please.
Southampton.
Nick is rooting for Southampton. Nick, good luck, sir, on this week's
Yo, I love this head-to-head, bro.
head-to-head showdown.
Bro, I love these.
Incoming
head-to-head, bro.
Southampton.
We gotta think of a name for these little competitions that
As of right now, it's head-to-head. If somebody wants to give us a better name, please, by all means.
So, am I forgetting anything else, guys? Before Marco randomly stretches and Nico tells me what's actually going on.
No, but it's time to go.
Okay, it's time to go. With that being said, thank you all for listening and watching. We appreciate everything. Please share us. It helps us out a lot on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. And let us know when you want to join the bench. We want to have you guys join the bench and share your voice, give your opinions, give your analytical theories or ideas of what's happening in games. But yeah, we love you. We miss you. Good night. We have the bench with the voice, where the bench is always warm.
Goodbye.
Pretty chilly, actually. Peace.
I see you liked it.